Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. In this session, we are going to talk about paying zakat in a yearly basis. What do we mean by paying zakat in a yearly basis? A person whose wealth goes up and down and dips below the nisab. Sometimes it goes, let's say the nisab is $5,000 in our time. And let's say the person's nisab goes up and down. Okay? If this is the scenario, he has to keep track of his wealth, and when his wealth reaches the nisab, let's say his wealth reaches the nisab on 1st of Shaban, 1st of Shaban. So now he is going to calculate his hawl or his year from Shaban, and in the next year he will look at the 1st of Shaban, and he sees if his wealth is above nisab, still he will now count the whole amount and he will give zakat on the whole amount of the wealth, even if a portion of this wealth he received few days ago or few months ago, because this is what's called counting or giving the zakat in the yearly basis, because he doesn't keep track of his wealth in a monthly basis. Yearly basis, on the one day he puts the marker and he collects his cash, his gold and silver, and he sees total amount is above nisab. Let's say total amount all together would be 10,000. So he is going to pay 2.5% on the 10,000, which would be what? $250. That would be his zakat. What if a person, his nisab is always, his wealth is always above the nisab? So if he wishes, he pays his zakat on a certain date every year. He does it like that. He pays whatever is due on that day, as we mentioned, even if he received any amount prior to the date which did not complete the hawl. Okay, then the next question comes is, what about the women? How do they pay their zakat? They pay their zakat the same way as the men do. They fix a date. If they have enough gold and they don't sell any of that, and they have enough gold, is always above the nisab, they will look at a certain date, they will fix it in the Islamic calendar, and they will pay on that day whatever is due. Can the husband pay for her? Yes. He can pay for him, he can pay for her, and she doesn't have to worry about that. But if he doesn't pay for her, and she doesn't have any income, then from her gold, she has to pay with her gold. She has to pay with her gold, or anybody wants to volunteer from her son, or whoever wants to volunteer to pay for her, they can do that. But this is the way she will pay her zakat. Is there any zakat for the child? The correct position, inshallah we're going to talk about this more, but the correct position is the position of Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayhi, that there is no zakat due upon a child who did not reach the age of puberty. As for the child who reached the age of puberty, of course there is zakat, even if he doesn't have any income, and he will inshallah count the hawl, the year, the same way as we have mentioned, on the yearly basis. He fixes a day and he looks at his whole wealth and he pays on the total amount of cash, gold and silver. And inshallah, what type of wealth zakat is due, we have not discussed as discussed them as yet, but inshallah it will come very soon. Jazakumullah khairan.